get deep, going deep, Chad and JT.
Ooh, Daddy, expose the gooch. Now we are going to the state fair. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Guys, before we begin, I remind you once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. Because, guys, remember, the nutsack never lies. And that's the truth. And if you want to find out more about what that means, use code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com to get 20% off your order and just to start working on your pubes. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom. Clap, Stokers.
And we are here with the freaking love doctor, Strider Wilson.
Dude, too kind. What up, bros? Freaking fired up to be here with the four horsemen of the chillpocalypse, dude. We've been having some good fodder before the pod.
Mm-hmm.
We're saving a lot of good shit for the pod today.
Oh, yeah.
Fired up.
And we're here with the lubed dome himself, Joe Marrese. What up?
What up? Sorry for dressing up.
No, I love it.
Are you dressed up?
I'm in a vest.
Yeah, I don't
dude.
know. I'm just trying to class up the place a little bit.
Yeah, I love it.
You are elegance personified.
Thanks.
You look fantastic, but I have a third piece on. You realize that?
No.
T-shirt. Everyone has two pieces. Shirt, top and bottom. I have a vest on. It's a third piece. That's effort.
I got 1.5 pieces. These shorts are short.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, JT's
Yeah,
about to
those
like...
are-
I got custom jean shorts for working out, and someone who cares about me got me them for Christmas.
Are you serious?
But I don't know who did it. I forgot. I think it was my bro, though.
It was your brother?
Big C. Hampton Parr.
You look like the Incredible Hulk before he turns into the Hulk.
Right. Just regular Lou Ferrigno. I've gotten that
Yeah.
before, that I look like Lou.
I mean, not because of the muscles. I mean, just because of the jeans.
Well, not because of the muscles either, Joe.
JT's
Although
been
actually,
looking
if,
jacked.
if we're gonna compare me to one of those Arab Olympians, I think it's more Franco Colombo.
Yeah.
Is he in the
He's in
pumping iron?
Yeah, I think he gets second place that year, actually.
He's jacked as fuck. I do think
He's
that's a
little
good body
dude.
comparison.
Little dude.
Dude, you know what'd be a good power move with those jean shorts? They always tell you at a gym, oh, you can't work out in jeans. You go in there, there's elastin in this motherfucker.
You can't work out in jeans at a gym?
That's what it said at Gold's.
But if you have elastic, if it's a stretchy
Technically qualifies as an athletic short,
stretchy
I think.
chinos.
Why would they even be worried about that? Because the only thing they should be worried about is like germs or being too revealing.
Not a closed-toe shoe for an injury.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It feels like a little prejudice.
Well, it's like you don't wear sandals on stage.
I used to do it, though.
It's unwritten rule. Yeah.
Yeah, you did that.
Just
Yeah,
because
Joe, what'd you think about that?
It's not good. You can't do that.
Because if they're eye level with your feet, it is a little weird. But there's this old Christian story about how there was this tree that everyone thought the devil was in, and they were like, "Don't go near the tree, don't pick fruit off of it, or the devil will kill you." And then one day a friar went up there, took an axe, and just swung it straight into that tree. That's me with
Is that in
sandals.
the Bible?
I don't know if it's in the Bible,
It's
but it was in a
not.
religion class book that I read at Catholic school, St. Anne's.
Yeah, I went to Catholic school. Too.
Where you went to an all boys school, right?
For high school, but not grade school.
What'd you get for grade
It'd be
school?
weird. It was called St. Paul the Cross.
Isn't
but
it weird for
you don't
high
know
school
it.
too?
Yeah, I mean it is, but whatever, you know.
What'd you guys do for? Did you have a sister school? Those like the girls you asked out to dances and stuff? Or how did that work?
Right.
Nice.
Who'd you ask out to your first dance?
I don't know.
Was her name Stacy?
No.
Was it Stacy's mom?
Was it the Fountains
Rest
of
in
Wayne?
peace, Adam Schlesinger.
What do you mean?
The lead singer, I think, from Fountains of Wayne passed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who also wrote the
Sorry
that
to
song,
hear that.
That Thing You Do.
Oh.
But taking it into a more fun topic, so we were talking about Dave's Hot Chicken before this.
It's so damn dank.
Dude, I've never been, but it sounds good.
Bro, you got to get... I was afraid. I can't handle that much spice. I enjoy spice, but I can't handle extreme spice. I get the hot, and I'm fine.
Yeah, the hot chicken
Fine.
concept in LA is really taking over. There's a bunch of them now.
Really?
So.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of sauce are you at?
Right now I'm at medium.
Why medium?
Just working my way up.
Yeah.
What's your order? Do you get the sandwich with the slaw?
Yeah.
Or do you get one strip, one...
The sandwich is the best.
Yeah, the sandwich and the one strip. Yeah.
Limit the carbs.
Yeah,
much
I
as you
like
can.
the one with the sandwich though, because you get the coleslaw.
That slaw is probably the best part of it.
yeah.
It's here's what you do.
Because overall, it's not that great.
Just get 2 sandwiches, and
Trying
then
to
you
be
don't have the bread.
I'm trying to be different.
Well, I want the bread.
But you just be disciplined, baby. You get hot, 2 sandwiches, ditch the bun on the second sandwich.
You want Joe to watch his carbs.
Yeah,
Are you watching your carbs, or is that just your go-to?
that's my go-to. You don't
Yeah.
need that extra carb. You
Extra
need
bread.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the chicken's already breaded anyways.
Exactly. You're not there for the bun.
What?
You're doing the fries. The fries are good.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere fries are
Fries
good.
are really
it's pretty
good.
hard to have bad fries.
Well, Joe,
Oh, Aaron talking about In and Out like that, dude.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Disrespect, dude.
Unbelievable, dude.
There are bad fries out there.
And
yeah.
they are solely at In-N-Out.
Aaron, when it comes time to talk to your new daughter about fries, tell her to come to me.
Yeah, let Uncle Chad take care of it.
It takes a village to raise a child, Aaron, and in this case, you need to consult the village.
And he'll guide
dude.
her straight to 8 Flying Dutchmen.
And she's like, Daddy, yeah, dude, yeah, dude.
Well, you ain't eating those fries without that sauce, though. I'll tell you that much.
What kind of sauce they got there?
The spread.
Oh, at In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the spread. I put it all over. I always get a couple packets.
You eating them without that?
Yeah, I'll eat them any which way, but I
No.
prefer it with spread. I'm telling you the truth, brother.
You know how you know In-N-Out
Straight
gets it
from the
right?
hip.
They chill the spread when they give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
When
That
it
is a
comes to
good
food,
move.
bro, taste, temperature, texture, the 3 T's.
I've never been a heater upper though. I get annoyed when people are like, you're gonna heat that up. I'm like, no, because they're like, heat it up. You should eat it heated. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Do you
I-
like cold pizza more than hot? Like leftover pizza? How are you having it?
I don't know. I just don't like heating things up.
I'm with
There's
you.
something about
Cold steak is good.
Yeah, I'm like I'll take coffee cold. I'll take
I don't know
whatever
what's
temperature
going
it's in. I don't heat up.
You respect its process that it got there on its own. You don't want to change it.
Yeah, and I think once the heat is gone, it's gone.
Yeah, when you nuke it back in, you can taste the difference. Like when you microwave steak, it gets that kind of metallic taste to it, and you're
Yeah.
like, that's not what the rubberiness.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm chasing.
And I just don't think I'd like to put that much effort into.
That's the thing, Chad. I didn't want to knock you, and you don't microwave meat. You stick it in the oven.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing is
Yeah.
it takes the effort.
Well, you're more mature than me, though. I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, same with pizza.
Yeah, me neither.
You take your side dishes, you nuke them if you have to, but you go ahead, you set it to broil so it gets a little hotter, a little faster. Maybe put it a little towards the top of the oven. You get that meat up to you. Put it in glassware. Baby, you're having a
You're
nice
my
pizza.
dad. You're my dad.
That's so much work.
Papa
though.
Strider,
Yeah,
dude.
the thing about the microwave, it's
But you learn-
instant.
you
No,
learn
I'm
to-
not- I don't want to wait 20 minutes to eat.
You learn to enjoy the work, though. That's like being an adult. Is you're like there's like a meditative quality to like turning the oven on, preheating it, putting the
Yeah.
food in there. I mean, I'm already
Right.
passed out just
Yeah.
talking about it, but that's what people say about it, about
No.
domestic rituals.
Hey, Laird Hamilton washes dishes every morning.
Does he really?
Yeah, rituals.
Yeah.
To wipe off like the protein oats that got stuck on there from the night before,
That, his macadamia nut butter,
the ghee butter.
the ghee butter, and he likes to accomplish things early in the day. So he makes his bed, even though Gabby Reese is still in
She's
there.
sleeping and he makes it on top.
She's like,
like-
babe, I'm still sleeping. He's like, I gotta
Putting
accomplish
like
something.
throw pillows on her head.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
She
makes
does all of
sense.
his scheduling for him. Like when he did our pod, she was like in charge of it. They're like a super team.
Oh, yeah, they're both
Yeah.
like
It's
beach
awesome,
athletes.
dude.
It makes sense.
It's
Dude,
awesome.
in his doc, it's an amazing doc on Hulu. Chad and I watched it. What is it called? Hulu, like it's called
I
like
forget.
Laird Going Huge or something like that.
Yeah, Laird,
Like Rare Human.
next
Paddle in.
next level ice bath.
When he first fell for Gabby, he had this massive break that him and his buddies would surf at on
really?
jet skis.
Jaws.
And the deal was that they never brought girls there. And right when he fell in love with Gabby, he brought her there the next day. And all the boys were like, we weren't supposed to. They're in the documentary. They're like, we weren't supposed to bring girls there.
Dude, Derek Dorner, I think his name is. He's super serious, like Hawaiian lifeguard. He's like, you don't do that. You don't.
And I think the reasoning is because they thought if girls were there, you would perform for the girls, and so
Right.
you wouldn't be focused on the task at hand.
Yeah.
Which
Of
I
course you're
found.
going to perform for the girls.
Yeah, that's why. When I went to certain kind of meetings for certain kinds of addictive problems, if there was too many girls there, I couldn't do it because I was like,
Yeah.
I started talking and I heard myself trying to like sell a story a little bit for the ladies.
Yeah.
It's good on you for that honest introspection. I bet you other dudes went and did that and did put on that performance
I can't speak
aspect.
to it. But it for sure happened.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Honest in your introspection. Good shit. Dude.
Yeah, if you got the radar for your own horniness, that can get you out of a lot of problems.
Big time. So difficult to know how you're thinking with.
Sometimes you don't
especially in the
even know
moment.
you're horny.
Yeah.
That
You
was
don't
like,
even realize you're horny.
remember, well, we knew we were horny, but one time Strider and I went to a bar,
Oh, dude.
and our
You guys
friend,
are always horny.
that's
Sorry,
true. I'm a horny guy,
Aren't you too?
Yeah, but sorry. Go ahead.
but I want to hear about you being horny after this.
All right.
So I'll go quick.
Yeah.
Strider and I went to a bar, and we went with our friend who we had never like tried to hook up with or anything, but we were like in the dog days of summer, and we just been like not talking to any girls and just striking out like crazy. And she drove us home, back to my place, and me and Strider were like, "Hey, so you want to come in maybe and have a drink?" We were both throwing rhythm at her. She was like, "No, I think I'm just gonna go home." And then Strider was like, "No, come on in. We'll have a drink."
Nice.
And then she drove away, and we both turned to each other. We were like, we were both trying to hook up with her.
Dude, it was a nice bonding moment. And dude, good on her for being like, dude, she's awesome. She's the fucking coolest person
Super
ever.
cool, super
and she's
cool.
like, no, we're friends. Like, and we'd known each other for years at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
this was like 10 years into the friendship.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, why not take a crack? Yeah, maybe there is something there.
she made the right move 100%. So good. Good on her. But yeah, it was, and even better for her because it bonded us. We looked at each other and go, we're horny.
We're horny guys. I'm horny, you're horny. And then we just made out and went to sleep.
Yeah.
We did sleep in the
Nice.
same bed, but we didn't make out.
We do tend to do that. It's nice. It's bonding. We wake up next to someone you love.
My dad one time came to visit me in college, junior college, and he came into my room and he was
Junior
like,
college.
there was 2 people in there, and he's like, nice, my son hooked up with a girl. And then he pulled down the covers. It was me and Strider.
I was like, hold on, Mr. Parr.
I didn't even know he
Should
cared.
we do brunch?
Yeah, I didn't even know he cared. He was on the phone later with a friend. He's like, yeah, I just picked up JT. Thought he was with a girl. It was Strider.
Nice.
Wait, so what about your but
Yeah.
What?
because I'm always curious about it. Are you horny?
What are you thinking
Am I
about?
breathing?
It's a good answer.
What,
Yeah, I
what-
mean,
what are you
what?
what are you thinking about? Like when you're torqued up, when you're tuned up.
What? I don't know. Listen, I'm not talking about this.
What is it?
A girl, 50-yard line, Soldier Field, dead of winter, hard nips, down in some deep dish.
All right, yeah, you got me with that one.
Dude, you had the best joke, and I've tried to take the joke from you, but you don't want to give it to me, even though you don't
I'm
do
not
the
giving
joke.
you my jokes.
But you don't want to do it, so I'm like, it's
What?
just living in nowhere land. The joke was you just did it one time at the improv at the open mic. You were like, girls on Hinge say I'm not here to hook up.
No, I've done that joke.
Girls on Bumble say I'm not here to hook up. And then Joe goes, I'm everywhere to hook up.
Yeah.
I was at the Dory's Pizza before this. I was there to hook up.
Well, yeah, because too many people do dating app jokes. So I just didn't want to.
Oh, you thought it was hack? But
I
that's,
think-
that's a good angle.
Yeah,
though,
but it
dude.
transcends dating app jokes. It just gets into your essence.
Right.
Good call, dude. It gets
Yeah.
to the root of like
Yeah,
male,
you know
female
what? You're
dynamics.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's where guys are at. They're everywhere. Why do you have the nice... Why do you go to work in the day? So you can have your family, so you can procreate, so you can just... Right here.
What's that?
What's
It's
that?
a nice
boning?
slap noise of a bone from a nice missionary thrust.
Oh, I thought you were
Eye
talking
contact.
about like from behind.
Oh.
David Tell, like David Tell said, the sound of true love is balls slapping up against ass. That's David Tell's joke.
It's respect.
Dudes, I have an announcement actually. Financial.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. So I got a stimulus check, and I think I'm gonna invest it in Tommy Bahama.
Oh, no.
Oh,
'cause
smart.
I'm like, I like to invest in fashion, and I'm like, what never goes out of style? Leisure, right? And I
Yeah.
just
Especially now.
Yeah, totally. Everyone wants to relax. Everyone wants to, go to Hawaii, get some mahi, and they want to look good while they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Bahama, I think I put 600
Yeah.
bones in Tommy
Yeah,
Bahama and let
congrats
that
on
ride.
the 600.
I think
Thanks.
it's smart. I think Tommy Bahama shirts these days have like maybe one button on them.
Yeah.
It's exposed, 50-plus male chest hair.
Yeah, hairy
That's
nipples.
Tommy Bahama.
Yeah.
That's timeless.
And look, you're not talking to just some guy. I used to work retail at Nordstrom Men's Sportswear. I sold Tommy Bahama. Their regular fit is every other brand's relaxed fit.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
It's trading at $70 right now and 90 cents.
Nice.
Chad, dude. I think
P
that's
ratio
gonna grow, dude.
1763.
That's a good call.
You think
Dude.
it's gonna grow? You
I
think
think
I'm gonna
that's-
stay green?
I think you're.
Or is it
definitely
too
staying
bullish of me? Am I being bullish in this market right now?
green. You're a bull, dude.
Or can't afford to be.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even though we're going through a transition right now, dude, things aren't as volatile as they're, the pros say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I want to diversify my portfolio. I have board shorts, but I also want, I want people to look back and be like, Daddy, what do you invest in? It's like floral.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, everyone here, I think you would rock a Tommy Bahama the best.
Yeah, I still have some.
Whoa, wait. Hold on, dude. You
What?
already have Tommy Bahamas?
Yeah, I've got those shirts in my closet. Yeah.
Whoa.
You should wear one to the pod.
Why is that?
Especially as a guy
That's
who
like you
used
gotta
to be
have you gotta have kids.
Well, I used to be a bigger guy as well, and that was
Mm.
kind of the look in the summer.
Is there anything you miss from being big?
No.
Fair enough. Dude, speaking of big, did you guys see that article I sent out about how hippos are getting out of control in Colombia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read it. Yeah.
And dude, so the article basically says that Pablo Escobar had an exotic zoo at his compound, and he got 3 hippos, I think.
Yep.
And I think when the government seized it, they couldn't move the hippos because it's too hard because they're hippos. And they're like, well, fuck, man, we need like a crane for this shit. So they just let them go, but then they just started breeding, and now
Yeah,
there's a
right.
bunch, and they're
They're invasive.
pests.
They're
Yeah.
taking over.
Contaminating the water.
And they're going
80.
to kill off some of the other species by just tearing up the terrain and eating too much of their food.
Yeah.
But then at some point I was like, but if they've been there for like 30 years, at what point are they like national, what is that called? Naturalized citizens or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, at what time do you just let them do their thing and just let it take its course?
Yeah.
I think it's almost like because it was Pablo Escobar who brought them there, they're like, no, we got to stop this.
Yeah, they're
but
tainted. Yeah.
they're tainted hippos.
Yeah. It does kind of bother me, the arrogance of humans to be like, these hippos are a problem. They just keep breeding and stuff.
Top
Like,
of the
they-
food chain.
Yeah, and it's like, and they're like, we're gonna castrate these hippos. I'm like, you're gonna chop the nuts off these hippos?
The plan was pretty intense.
Yeah, because
They didn't ask to go there.
no, you're gonna cut my nuts off, dude. I'm a hippo.
Hippos are
whack.
sick too. You watch them out there and you're like, we don't respect them the way we do bears, but
Yeah.
they're not that different
They're probably more powerful
Yeah.
with those jaws.
Probably.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, they take out more people a year
than any other
than
animal,
any-
right?
Yeah, I think it's the most injuries are caused because of hippos and maybe water buffaloes.
That
Same
was on
thing.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire one time.
Oh, what really? Fire question.
Fucking hippos, dude.
And how do people just get crushed?
I think they're territorial. I think they're like kind of aggressive and they don't
Oh,
want
really?
people in their territory. And they're so big.
They're
and
always hungry.
yeah,
Hungry.
And they got those huge freaking they're always hungry hippos, dude.
Yeah.
And then no one has the thing to bop them on the head with.
Yeah.
Right.
How are you gonna bop them, dude? And make them go
Yeah,
away?
Wasn't that how that game went?
Yeah, dude.
You like hit the thing and they're like, hungry hippos. Yeah.
You know what though? This might be a radical take
Those were scary.
because they're not indigenous to that ecosystem, so they're killing other things in that ecosystem. Like,
Right.
That's what it
Messing-
They
said in
take
the
fat
article,
shits,
yeah.
and their fat shits are bad for the water oxygen levels, and they kill like little microbes that are important for other freaking things. Like it all starts at a micro level and grows out from there.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're killing that. They had a bad altercation with like local farmers. That doesn't bother me, but the plant life, the fauna, the
Utilitarian-
flora is also
Right.
in danger.
For the utilitarian good, they got to stop the hippos.
And how do they do it? Look, yesterday's lazy is causing today's crazy, man. You
Right.
freaking should have just airlifted the 3 hippos out of there. Pablo got them there, maybe as babies, but he got them there.
Yeah.
Get them out of there, man.
Where do you even take them at that
You
point?
put them on a container
Zoo.
ship and you take them to, you just get a DNA test and you go, these hippos match these
23 and
other-"
me.
Yeah, you 23 them and you
See
go,
ya.
they live over here. Or you put them in an actual zoo.
Mm.
That's probably a good bet.
Yeah, if they could go to the
Or-
zoo, that'd be cool.
San Diego.
But now there's 80. They're
San Diego's a
fucked.
killer
There's 80?
zoo.
Yeah, there's 80 now. They're fucked and they're boning like crazy, dude.
Dude, wouldn't that be crazy if you're like, I'm gonna go hike Runyon, but watch out, there's a hippo
That'd be cool.
around that bend.
Dude,
Yeah.
there was in Laguna Beach in like the 90s or late 80s, there used to be like a wild animal park type zoo,
Mhm.
and the enclosure, somehow animals got out.
I remember this.
And it was a hippo that they had to sniper from a helicopter.
Really?
The hippo was too aggressive. They couldn't take it out. It was fucking moving fast.
Yeah.
and like it like destroyed a car or some shit. And they had to snipe
Was that
it.
a hippo? It got loose on like the 405, right?
Yeah, it was out on the freeway. I think
I
it was
remember
It
that.
might have been a rhino. Look, we got to look it up.
He told the car, your dad's like, what the hell happened? You're like, it's a hippo.
There's a fucking hippo on the freeway.
Fucking hippo,
Dad. It's not
Dad.
my fault. You get out of the car, you're like, what the fuck, bitch?
Yeah.
Just ran into my car. Bang, left hook, knock the hippo out.
I didn't see a sign.
Dude, there's a deer crossing. There's no hippo crossing, dude.
Dude, we read another, to swing it back to diet a little bit too, we read another article, and I thought this might be...
May I just interrupt?
Of course, Aaron.
There was also another option that, a little quick, real quiet, little.
Murder?
Those hippos are dead.
Murder the hippos?
Yeah, I mean. they're
Oh
not-
my
hang on,
gosh,
they're not
Aaron.
endangered.
It's on the table, Aaron. That option's on the
If
table.
you
It
can't
says it in
lift
the
them out of
argument.
there, which seems a lot easier.
Then you gotta bury 3 hippos? You gotta dig a pretty big
Nah.
grave.
Nah,
Dude, there's
man, they're
80.
biodegradable.
Aaron, there's 80 now.
Now, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying at the time,
Right.
was there 3?
There was 3. And they got to fucking.
Gone.
How do hippos even...
I don't even know what that sound means, but
Dude,
How do they
I think they just mount each other.
Fucking hippo style, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
the leg power those
Yeah,
ladies must
no.
have to keep that dude up.
Dude, the O face
Oh,
with
yeah.
that jaw. Can you imagine the O face on a hippo?
Yeah.
Ah, like fucking.
What if he whisper pops? He's like, oh. Dudes, we read another article about a linguist who proposed a radical idea that due to the agricultural revolution and humans eating soft and mushy foods, that's what actually changed our mandibles enough to give us the ability to pronounce F and V.
Yeah.
and other different
I was,
letters.
you know what? I was in the parking lot reading that article. It was the most boring fucking thing I've ever read. I couldn't get through it.
But dude, you couldn't even say fucking about that article if it wasn't for the agricultural revolution.
Yeah.
But did that tickle your brain at all? That something as
Yeah, it was
distant
cool.
as
that
eating
the
a certain kind of food
yeah.
changed the way we actually communicate with one
Yeah, but
another?
then it just was going on and on.
There was a lot of specificity in the article, and they explained it.
But the
in
idea is
detail.
interesting.
You know what makes that article more
It's too
interesting?
long.
You put your pinky in your butt. And you read it, dude.
All right, well, I'll do that.
Why are you laughing like that? Why are you looking around laughing like that?
Sometimes there's jokes. That's a joke where like I should have been at a barbecue and thought of that to myself and not said it out loud.
No,
and been
that was like a joke you make in class, and you like turn to your buddies to laugh, and your buddies don't laugh, and you're like, "Fuck."
No, you mean exactly what just happened right now, dude?
Yeah.
I said a joke and none of my buddies laughed, and I went, "Fuck." Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly like
Yeah,
that, dude.
exactly. But dude, you know what? You took a swing. All right, well, let's skip to the next. You got something?
Well, yeah, our faces have changed, and also our mouths have changed because of the food we eat, and like breathing too. Like there's an argument that once we started agriculture started, and we started farming, eating more plants and all that kind of stuff, that our breathing changed to more mouth. We had more mouth breathing because we're designed to breathe from our noses, but then we had mouth breathing, and our mouths got smaller.
Are you still doing the thing at night?
Taping my mouth shut?
Yeah.
Yeah, you goddamn right.
Wait,
You're still doing it?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what? I didn't know you were doing this.
Yeah.
So wait, you just
You
breathe
go
through
to
your
bed
nose
as a
at night?
hostage, or what does that mean? Stop
So,
doing all
what
this
do you
weird
use-
stuff.
what do
the
you use
ice
to tape your
baths
mouth
But he's a
and
high performer. You got to give him credit.
He is a high performer.
Okay, so
surfing. Sorry, not surfing. No,
So I read this book called Breath by James Nestor, and he was on Joe Rogan too, and he talks about you want to become a habitual nose breather. So if you tape your mouth shut while you sleep, you'll breathe through your nose, and honestly, I've never slept better, and it is kind of weird. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll forget my mouth's taped
that's
shut.
weird, man.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, I know, but I'm sleeping great, I'm breathing great, and I feel good.
Do you do it when you sleep with your lady?
No.
Does she know?
Roll
that you
over
do
and
it?
kiss her with tape on your mouth?
But she's interested in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of tape.
Yeah.
Because I
what
told
kind
her,
of
I
tape?
told her about how, just medical tape,
Smart.
cloth
Better for the
medical tape.
skin.
Oh, the
Okay,
white.
cool.
And I told her, well, because when I tell people that it changes the way you look when you breathe through your mouth, it makes your face longer, and your jaw like comes in, and it just then they're like light up. They're like, oh, if you breathe through your nose, you look better. I'm like, yeah.
It's
So
appealing.
Isn't your throat dry when you wake up?
that's if you mouth breathe. Like, we're not supposed to snore.
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to you know, you're not like all those issues like you know, like you can get congested nose and all that
Deviated
stuff.
septum. I have that.
Sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea is from mouth breathing.
Oh, yeah.
So you can reverse that if you tape your mouth shut and just breathe through your nose.
Is there any risk? Because I am a mouth breather. I like breathe predominantly through my mouth, as anyone who's watched any of our videos knows. I'm always mouth agape. Is there any risk in me taping my mouth and then like
I don't know.
my breath not converting to the nose?
That's why, because my brother got me into this. He started doing it first, and I thought he was weird as fuck. You know, I was
It
like,
is weird.
and
Never heard of this in my life. Neither of you, right?
No, I haven't heard of it.
no. So I was like, he's like, I read this book, and I tried it, and it's awesome. I was like, this is so weird, and my mom was concerned. She's like, can you make sure Mark doesn't tape his mouth shut when he sleeps? Because I'm worried he'll suffocate.
Yeah, it's scary.
And so then I went to see him in Sun Valley. He's like, you gotta try it just one night. So I tried it one night, and it was like the best sleep I ever had. And we were waking up early to like climb the mountain, you know, at like 5 a.m. You know when you wake up early and you just like your face hurts and you just like hurt. I didn't have that at all. I just got right up and felt great.
Hey, anecdotal evidence. There we go.
Yeah. So you know, it's weird, but I'm enjoying it.
Well, you like trying new stuff. You like optimizing.
I like trying new stuff. I like doing things like that to make me like feel different or better.
It is funny when I'll like eat like a carb or like breathe through my mouth. I'm like, it's weird. Chad will never do that. I'm like, I just experienced something totally unique to my dog.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I like to, you know, it's
You cycle through stuff.
I cycle through stuff. I just like to shake things up and experiment. It's just fun, I think.
You've been really good about not eating carbs. And
Yeah.
dude, you're always in a good mood. So I have to believe there's some benefit. Although I've known you through all your cycles, and you've always seemed to be in a pretty good mood.
Yes.
But you hadn't eaten carbs in a while, and then we shot a little video 2 days ago, and then we bought a bunch of Frappuccinos in the video.
Yeah.
Chad had the Frappuccino, and like watching him drink it, it was just him and the Frappuccino in the world in that moment. I was like trying to talk to you. I was like, hey, bro, do you want to turn these bikes around and we'll put them in the back of the car? And you were just like,
But it was magical because if you like deprive yourself of that for a little bit and then you have it, it's just 10 times more.
Diminishing
You're
returns,
like, this is
baby.
incredible.
And you earned it.
Those are
whipped
carved
cream.
up. Those.
It's like a
fraps?
milkshake.
The utility
Yeah.
of that Frappuccino goes down the more you have them, dude.
Yeah.
And what I like is your weirdness, what you do.
Yeah.
It's not hurting anyone else. If
No,
you take your
just-
mouth shut and you die,
Yeah.
you die.
Yeah.
that's true.
It would hurt me that you're gone and I would fucking miss the shit out of you,
Yeah.
but I'd know that you were doing something to better yourself.
It'd be
I was
different
having
if we
good
were
sleep while
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. You went to the eternal rest.
You just
doing
look
that.
so peaceful in your coffin. It'd be different if we were sleeping at your place and we woke up and you were just taping our mouths shut.
House rule, dude. Sorry, dude.
for your own
Just give
good.
you a strip, tape it up.
Can't even have secondary mouth breathing in the house.
Yeah.
It's bad for the air
I
quality.
like Joe's method of going to sleep as a hostage, though, dude. Just go full, lean real hard into that, dude.
Yeah, why don't you blindfold yourself too?
Tape yourself to a chair, dude.
Yeah.
Have a guy
Tape yourself
ask you
to
for
a chair.
nuclear codes before going to bed.
Dude, I would have you do that because I think he'd make a great villain.
I would love to smoke a cigarette in your bedroom and just
Yeah.
ask you for codes before you went
Yeah.
to bed.
Do you want to perform that?
Absolutely, dude. Just look, I've got all day. You give me the codes. It's no loss to you. And then you get a good night's sleep. What do you say, Chad?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any codes.
I'm talking about the nuclear fucking codes to this warhead I have sitting 8 feet from your head.
I'm just a scientist. I just work here. I don't even know the codes. I've only seen the warhead one time.
Look, we could do this dance all day. Okay, and it takes 2 to tango.
I'm telling you, I don't
But I
know
like-
anything.
Shut up or I'll tape your goddamn mouth shut.
No.
And make you breathe through your goddamn
Oh,
nose.
oh.
That's it.
What a powerful protagonist you're playing.
No, dude.
Yeah.
You didn't give in.
Yeah, Wills of Steel. Dude, were you doing Nick Cage? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
It was good.
I always channel Cage.
You just had to make a strong choice as to what actor you were.
Yep.
Could you do Samuel L. Jackson?
Fuck, Samuel L. I just want to say motherfucking I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking codes not being in my motherfucking head. I don't know.
That was good.
Taping dudes' mouth shuts is it's just some cold shit I would do before popping a cap in their ass.
Yeah, yeah,
That's good. Yeah.
I was watching his masterclass.
I noticed
today,
you have a water next to your bed. I'm going to take a sip of that water next to your bed. Do you mind if I do? Even though it's only half full. I'm going to make that half
You
empty,
make it a little
motherfucker.
haughty. It's a little Pride and Prejudice the way you're doing
Yo,
it.
that is, yeah, that is like,
A new Dasani bottle. That is a good bottle.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, was his masterclass good?
Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes into it. It's good.
I'm taking.
He's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's amazing.
He's so cool too, because I'm watching the part where they bring actors in to run scenes with him, which I'm watching it. I'm like, why the fuck would he do this? Because you're like doing an acting class.
He's just blowing him out of the
millions
water.
of people are gonna see, and Samuel L. Jackson. They're doing his scene from Pulp Fiction, so they're literally doing his lines, and he's like watching them, and they're like the cameras are on there. I'm like, this is like, I don't know why you signed up for this shit. But it's
Yeah.
like,
Pete looks very cool doing it.
no,
Yeah.
but it is cool watching him. Like he's the man. Yeah.
Dude, actors, man, they'll do anything, man.
Yeah,
I'm one of them,
True.
man. I'm on
true.
casting networks, dude. During the pandemic, I go every morning onto my casting networks thing, dude.
Yeah,
Some of the because look, there's a surplus of actors.
yeah.
Some of these things you see, you know who's casting a lot, dude?
Hmm.
Scientology.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Golden
really?
Era Project is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Wild stuff.
My roommate did one of their videos.
Really?
My old roommate. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's great
What
looking.
did
He would have
say?
been
Yeah.
perfect for it.
He's great.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd buy in if he was in it.
He'd
Yeah.
look fantastic in nautical aesthetic.
Like
Yeah.
a promo kind of
Like a
video?
promo thing. Yeah.
We read one last article about a former athlete named Andre Marhold who called out T.J. McConnell, currently of the Pacers, for having a small dong while he was doing a podcast. And I'm just curious, like, do you guys think that? I mean, I think it was a bullshit move by Andre to call out, and it's one thing to claim your own small dong, that's empowering, but to out your dog as having a small dong, I don't think that's his truth to kind of dispense. But I'm just wondering, like, what do you do at that point? If you're TJ, how do you follow up
Say thank you.
for freeing him
Mm-hmm.
from his shame?
Yeah, I think that's all you can do. When I was listening to the video, I knew there had to be some kind of agenda to what he had to be mad at him. And then towards the end, he goes, "Yeah, fuck him. He didn't pass me the ball." I was like, "Oh, okay, so that's why you're." So he was like mad at him for being a bad teammate, and that's why he outed his tiny 2 to 3 inch dong, as he called it, saying he pees on his balls.
He said that?
It's pretty funny, yeah.
Damn.
Man.
So he really wanted to hurt TJ.
Yeah, I mean, he was really taking some shots.
I mean, how many guys on that team didn't? I never heard this guy.
Well, also he got drafted, and this guy didn't, so maybe there was some jealousy.
Yeah, dude.
Right. Oh, because they played in college together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It's too bad.
yeah. They were roommates.
Well, TJ, my heart goes out to you, dog. I'm sorry you got outed, but remember, you've always got a small dong home here. If you ever want to come on the pod, we don't even have to talk about it, but just know you're in good company and that we care
Mhm.
about you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can be perceived as a setback, but I think it's a great opportunity to become the small dong representative of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's a unique position.
Yeah.
The NBA needs one.
Yeah. I mean,
Can't be Greg Oden.
well, I watch the NBA sometimes. I'll be like, who can I relate to here in terms of dong size? And I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But now I know that I'm a Pacers fan.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Maybe JJ Barea. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
You
like,
think so?
Nah, but he's got a big one. If
The
you're
way he goes to the basket? Not that
Exactly.
small dong guys can't go to the basket, because TJ plays with some fire.
But he's got
you
that.
know?
Yeah, he's got that BDE.
He's got that BD, and he's kind of bald, which I always think guys who are kind of losing their hair probably have big dicks.
I think so because it goes somewhere else.
Nice.
Me, full head of hair, full head of hair, small, tiny cock.
Yeah, you have like too much hair. What's going on?
You like George Clooney,
Looks like it's like
proceeding hairline.
Yeah.
That's how Steven Soderbergh described it in the.
I got
That's
more.
like
I got
director's
more hair
commentary.
coming in. the
yeah.
older I get.
That's what it looks like.
Well, your dad's got a
hair
great head of
everywhere.
hair.
He does. Yeah. Same hair. Same hair. My
Everyone in
dad's
your
small
family's got a
cock.
good head of hair. Your dad's got a little dick.
He's got a small cock. You know how most kids, when they see their dad's dick for the first time, that whoa, impressive. Maybe me one day, I saw him. I go, whoa, you too? A lot of hair.
I'm sorry, man.
It's just our truth. Me and TJ, dude, that's just what it is. And I think JT, you nailed it when you said it at first. It wasn't this dude's, the college guy that didn't get drafted. It wasn't his truth to tell, dude.
Your dad was always a beast
Yeah.
though about having a little dick, for sure.
So when you saw it, did you lock eyes with him and he's like, "You're a Wilson now"?
Yeah, he was coming out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was excited. It was a Saturday. Dad, let's go. Like, we'll paint the fence, do whatever, hang out. And I saw it, and then he looked at me, and I looked at him. We locked eyes, and then I looked right back down, and then right back up at him. And then he sort of just gave me a classic, like,
God bless you.
in more words or less, like a Wilson just sort of shrug. And it's, to the viewers at home, you can't really see it, but it's just kind of like a, you know what I mean? And if I could make that audible, it'd just be like a, yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
What did your father do when, I mean, you are a very well endowed man.
Yeah.
Did your father, I mean, when you saw your father's, I'm assuming fat fucking DPs, what was that like?
I just started clapping. Gave him a big hand and
Was there
thanks for the show.
was there a point where your dad saw your grown up dick and he was like, welcome to the club?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
awesome.
just went like,
Oh, the double bicep.
yeah.
When you were a kid,
Strong
did you have to wear
Classic
pants
boys.
for a long time? Because I imagine when you had a little kid body, but you probably had a huge fat cock, did you have to wear pants the whole time? Like, what grade could you start wearing shorts? What grade did your body grow into your dick?
I'd say like junior year of high school.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say college.
No.
Did you have awkwardness? You know, like people like when they grow too quickly, they're like gangly. And did you have like awkwardness? Like you would get like stuck in things, or you would like hit it. You know, like you're like getting out of the shower and you'd forget it that is like in the shower.
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, sometimes it would want to stay in the shower because it likes the water dripping down on it.
Mm.
Sometimes you'd have to yank it out of there. Want to go in the drain and stuff.
Well, guys, we are in luck because speaking of hogs, I'm interrupting this podcast. So, you know, once again, that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. Because I trimmed my pubes last night, and I played Alanis Morissette while I did it, and I was like, isn't it ironic? And I don't even know what was ironic because it was a beautiful moment. That I was making sure that my pubes looked fresh. They looked clean. You know, like, I was like, I invite anyone to come play soccer on these pubes. Because I think we can all agree that dating during a pandemic is competitive and tough. And if you've been following our account on TikTok, you know that we've been really, really horny. If you feel the same way, do not worry. There's hope with Valentine's Day right around the corner. We want you to be prepared for this horny holiday by putting your best hog forward. Our sponsors, Manscaped, have created products that will make your V-Day date say, wow, great set of balls you have there. We should have another date. That's what you want. 2 million men are already using Manscaped. They love their products. Their testes are looking good. Their balls are looking fresh. And you want to join the train and hop on it. And they want me to talk about the time I hurt my balls while manscaping, but the truth is, with Manscaped products, I haven't hurt my balls while manscaping. So you can have the same experience with the Perfect Package 3.0. It's the ultimate hygiene package for your below-the-waist grooming needs. Guys, ladies, if you're watching and you got a dude, you got a man, and you can't figure out what to get your dude for this year, get him a Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0. Make sure that he's looking fresh and clean below the belt. It's an excellent gift. I got it for my dad, not for Valentine's Day, but I got it for my dad, and he was psyched. So I want you to bring the same joy to a loved one in your inner circle. The blades are waterproof. They got the Lawnmower 3.0, advanced skin-safe technology, which features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. The products smell good. I mean, you're going to have a manly, attractive scent right around your nuts. You got crop mop ball wipes. crop reviver, ball toner. I mean, all this good stuff. So, if you want the perfect package for your perfect package, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com. That is 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com. Keep your trims peeled and stay sexy this Valentine's Day.
Hell yeah, dude. Well done, brother.
Thank you.
All right, guys. First cue. Evolution causes wedge. Anonymous, please. Dudes, my girlfriend is super dank, but it recently came to my attention that she doesn't believe in evolution. I was wondering why, when humans evolved to have to cook their meat, and she got pissed when I brought it up. I've known she is very religious from the start, but she is a nurse and a smart person, and I just assumed she believed in evolution. What the WTF do I do? How do I handle this? Also, do we have to cook our meat when apes don't? Thanks. I don't know if I could date someone who didn't believe in evolution. Because it's not going to just be one isolated belief. That means that they believe a couple other fundamental things about human existence that I would disagree with. And even though that doesn't necessarily affect my day-to-day life, I do think it means we're going to have so many separate perspectives that I won't really be able to talk fully how I'd want to all the time. And that's kind of important to me. So, I mean, you know, we all have to make concessions, but I don't know, that feels like you're going to have to make a lot. So I would never suggest breaking up with someone, but it is interesting to think about. Like, that
Yeah.
is a tough one. I don't know what I do. If you really love her, though, maybe you can just be like, oh, that's kind of sweet. She doesn't believe in evolution.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It seems like that's such a deep one not to believe in, that I my brain just keeps running to what are the other things she must disagree with me on.
Yeah.
Does the church not believe in evolution? Like the Catholic Church? I think they do accept evolution, don't they?
Yeah. Who are creationists? I don't.
There's like literalist Bible interpreters, and then there's not.
Yeah, there's
So it's
different-
like, I don't think there's like, I don't even think the church is like literalist.
No.
Maybe they are.
Depends, yeah.
I'm not
there's
sure.
Different denominations of...
Aaron, do you know?
I don't know where their official stance is.
They accept all the mainline Protestant denominations support or accept theistic evolution.
So God created the animals that then evolved into humans.
Exactly.
Okay. It's a bit of a cop-out, but all right.
Yeah, 100%.
I have broken up with someone over religion.
Oh, nice. Dude, get into it.
We were only dating. It was, we maybe had like 3-4 dates, but it was getting pretty hot and heavy. And she was just super Christian and I was not, and I was like, that's going to come up. It's just going to come up so many times.
Yeah.
And it's just not going to work. It's a shame, but she found someone else and has had a child and got married, so she's all good. So
Nice.
it turned out she was also into Insane Clown Posse. So I really dodged a bullet there, I think.
No, how'd you let this spark plug get away here?
Yeah.
It was really hot and heavy. It also came down to I had just gotten out of a relationship where things weren't happening sexually that I was wanting.
Nice.
Yeah.
What thing?
Interesting.
The sexing.
Wow.
Wait, so
I can't
you guys weren't fucking?
Yeah, we were doing a bunch of other stuff, but it was like, dude,
Sucking.
if we're not doing this, like, why am I here?
Damn,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah.
No, understand.
You need to
Understand it wasn't like date 3. It was like, it'd been a while. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
So you couldn't Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson where he waited?
No.
You couldn't soak? Do you know what soaking is?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to, and nor would you once I'm inside you. But yeah, so I went from that one.
I love it, dude.
I went from that one to this girl who had been divorced and had a child already, and she was very sweet and all that great stuff. But she wanted to be celibate again till marriage, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to marry you. So what?
Yeah.
That's also a tough one if she already has a kid. So you're like, but you already did it. So like, isn't the cat kind of
Yeah.
out of the bag at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, that's your choice, but I just can't do that. I just got out of a thing where this was an issue, and now you want me to. it's like I'm not going back to. Why would I set myself up for that? So
That's this is kind of separate, but it's kind of like when someone who is like a total womanizer becomes like a hardcore Christian, and they're like, "No, I don't do that. I'm totally monogamous now," and I think everyone else should be that way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but we're like, even me living my non-monogamous life, I'm not going to catch up to the numbers you did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if you're really in a position to be like telling people who should and shouldn't bone,
Mm-hmm.
since
Yeah.
you got all the boning out your system already.
Yep.
yeah, and I
No,
mean,
separate.
like I said, things
Totally
were
different
were hot and heavy early on too, and I was like, how in the hell how are we gonna just stop every time?
Oh, so maybe she was
Yeah.
into that too, right? Because that is kind of like hot, where it's like, no, but we shouldn't, but we can't, but I want to, and then you're like, yeah,
I mean, yeah,
Sounds like
cool.
sounds like Blue Balls City.
Yeah, exactly.
we're actually traveling
Yeah.
there next week.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
For real.
I couldn't even imagine going on with that.
No.
She did say like, "There's other stuff we can do," and I was just like, "Yeah, but I just,
What other
I
stuff,
just
like-
did all that stuff."
Like blowies, like blowies.
Probably. I don't know. I mean, we never got into negotiations about it because I was like, then the religion thing came up, and it's just like, nah.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the juggalo thing was first. I wouldn't have seen it coming until I got to her house and saw the Insane Clown Posse's series of books, apparently, on the shelf.
Are they religious?
Well, that's what you get for meeting a girl at EDC.
They faked being religious to get fans.
Oh,
they have since admitted that.
Mm.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting. Smart move by them.
Yeah.
Very savvy.
But yeah, and she did not know that at the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying a little bit. Like it's, you know, in a lot of situations where you could be like, oh, we'll have our differences and stuff, but we can. But it's also like if you want to be with her long term, that's sort of like a belief that, like you were saying, will probably lead into a lot of other areas of your life. So if you are looking long term to start a family and stuff, it's like, you know, you want to have like kids, and that's like a fundamental thing that you probably should agree on.
Yeah.
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 So
It's a foundational disbelief, dude. You're building
Yeah.
a house, dude. The foundation, one of those pillars is just not set.
yeah,
It's like, it needs to be 10 feet. No, it's only 5 feet. Well,
Yeah.
we're fucked.
yeah,
Yeah, you might have to evolve out of this relationship, dog.
Yeah.
Be like one of the lizards in the Galapagos Islands. I am slowly changing from the person I was at the beginning of this relationship.
yeah.
Yeah. Charles Darwin really loved his old lady. I guess he said
Really?
before he died, he was like, "Oh, what a joy it is to be taken care of by you." Yeah.
That's nice.
So you're in good company, dude. All right. This one is cuddling, chill or not. Sup, Chad and JT and other savants of Stoke that may be on the pod. I'm a longtime listener and in need of dire advice. My name is Justin and I'm a 25-year-old Stoker living in Boston, Massachusetts. I have a great job selling software and do well for myself financially. I keep myself in pretty good shape and do decently well with the ladies. I'm fortunate to say life is going really well. But there's one problem. I'm a cuddler. Anytime a lady friend decides to spend the night, I wake up the next morning cuddling her. Is this
a problem?
Is this a problem? Now this wouldn't be an issue if she was cuddled up to me, but I wake up every morning cuddled up to her. This just all sounds adorable. This isn't, but he just wants us to be adorable,
Yeah, he
right?
starts off bragging, yeah, and then
I have a huge bed, so I don't know what the problem is. I deliberately try falling asleep facing away from my partner to avoid the issue, but I'm just so cute. At some point during the night, I have to snuggle over to her beautiful face and just give her little baby kisses. I made all that up.
yeah,
Oh, dude, after her 8 orgasms, she doesn't want to cuddle.
yeah.
Yeah. I have a huge bed. I'm 5'10". He's bragging again with the American average height. So it's pretty emasculating waking up in the fetal position with my head on some girl's shoulder who's 5'2". What the fuck should I do? Should I fall asleep listening to David Goggins? Or should I embrace my life as a little spoon? Looking forward to the undoubtedly dank advice you can give to this matter. Yeah, dude, I think you're good, dude.
Yeah. Wait.
Next time you write in, it better be a real problem.
Yeah.
Dude, here's what you
He's
do.
also not the little spoon, if that's what he thinks.
Yeah,
He's the big
dude.
spoon.
Yeah, I don't
And here's what you
get
do.
it.
Show that
Insane.
email to your
Unless
older
he
brother.
backs into her.
Yeah. He needs to show that email to an older brother if he has one and just get punched in the arm before sending it, dude. Like right when you're about to hit enter to send, dude, your brother's got to punch you so you miss the send button, dude. And then we don't receive it, dude. I'm sorry to come down hard on you, dude.
Well, and everyone here is pro cuddling. There's not a non-pro cuddler here.
Yeah.
We're just saying it's not a real problem to like to cuddle.
I thought he was going to say, like, coming out of what I just said, what I just revealed, like, all we do is cuddle, and I'm annoyed by it. But no, he's...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, he's like, oh, after we bone and we're just spending the night together, just having the best dream, I accidentally get close to her and hold her. It's like, oh, yeah, you really fucked up, huh, pal?
Yeah.
Dude, huge problem, dude. My dick fits too perfectly into every orifice with this girl that I'm seeing right now, and it's like really making her happy and stuff. And like, I'm meeting her parents next week, and we're gonna get married. But like, what the fuck do I do, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, I have this huge issue where every time I come, I say, oh, yeah. Like, even after the 5th time my girlfriend's blown me that night, I go, oh, yeah. And I'm just so embarrassed. Why do I keep saying that?
Yeah.
Am I just doomed to get blown and nutted all the time and say, oh, yeah, for the rest of my life? I mean, I don't know if I can take 10 million blowjobs saying, oh, yeah, afterwards.
Dude, my problem is like, after I get head before going out, dude, like I like partying still, and it's like, shouldn't I be like done partying after that? Like,
I
even
should
though
be
get blown?
tired.
Like,
I just
what?
got blown. Why am I dancing on the dance floor with 3 new girls that I just met, having the best time with my friends that I care about? I just don't get it. Why do I have so much energy?
Hey bros, I need some advice. I'm having too much anal, and I can't stop smiling. Should I listen to David Goggins so I can stop smiling from all this anal?
Yeah, dude, I think you're good, man. I also think, this is just personal, but I like being cuddled when the girl's holding me from behind and I'm facing the other way, and that doesn't feel emasculating to me at all. I'm like, she's holding on to my, like, you know, it's almost like in a movie poster if, like, you know, Conan's in the front with the sword, and then the girl's got her arm around his waist from it. It's like I'm protecting her from the oncoming marauders.
She's riding on the back of your Harley.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone likes to be little spooned deep down. Everyone wants to be
yeah.
little
Of course,
spooned.
you want to be
Come
held.
on.
You want to be held.
Exactly.
Hold me.
By someone who cares about you?
Absolutely.
Come
Yeah,
on.
big spoon, your arm falls asleep.
Yeah.
I like giving kisses on the forehead. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. What did I do? I like this guy. No big deal. You're cool, man. I'm sorry. All right. Backstabbing best friend. You write a subject like that. It's getting read.
It's
Dearest Chad and John Thomas. Hello, Chad, JT, Strider, maybe Guest, and Joe. I miss you, Joe. Hope you're living good.
Thanks, miss you too.
Okay, now to my situation. I have a friend I've known for over 10 years. He's been solid throughout our time together, but recently he's been kind of shady. So one night he came over for a hangout and it was pretty good. He ended up staying the night. Flash forward a couple months and I found out while he was staying over, he went through my phone and sent my girlfriend's nudes to himself.
Oh.
I'm shocked, confused, bitter, and really angry. I saw him at a party and he tried to be cool and act like nothing happened. I haven't talked to him since, and before I do, I want to get your opinion on what actions I should take. Should I forgive him? Should I kick his ass? Should I never talk to him again? Any input would be greatly valued. From Very, Very Hurt Stoker.
First of all, I thought this was going to go, and I woke up, and he was cuddling me.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, I would have been like, no problem at all. Yeah.
You're good.
That's a pretty psychotic move.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
creepy all around.
Yeah, I distance yourself from this.
Is that like a
this
crime?
guy.
Probably.
I think it
Like an
is,
actual
yeah.
crime?
I think it's a crime. It's got to be, right?
I don't know what you call phone stuff.
Kind of like in the revenge porn category.
Yeah. It's got to be somewhere in there. I mean, it's definitely not okay. And this guy probably has some sort of addiction, the fact that he did that. So he's got to seek help on his own. I mean, if you want to be the most benevolent version of yourself, dude, talk to this guy, tell him that he really needs to go get help. And yeah, I mean,
You know what you
he's
should
gotta
say?
fix that.
You should say, you know what, dude? This friendship is not fappening.
Dude, fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Because you
Sorry,
know he
guys.
sent them to himself to go and frickin' drill himself to.
Yeah.
Not chill.
Yeah, no, 100% he's drilling himself to those photos.
Yeah, it's
There's no
not-
other possible explanation. Yeah.
Unless he's an dude.
I was going
if
to buy her a
he's-
bathing suit. I need to know her dimensions.
No, dude, if he's
Yeah.
an artist, he's like, look, dude, I don't want to tell anyone, dude. I'm really into sketching in art school, and I think she has a beautiful physique. If that's it, and he's like, I want to Titanic her, dude, then maybe that's okay, dude.
No, it's still not okay.
That's true. You got to ask
Yeah.
permission. You got to
Yeah.
ask permission.
You got to ask her.
It's less nefarious.
You go to his place, and like the wall is just covered of sketches of her.
I'm
yeah.
gonna draw your
Yeah.
girlfriend in the nude.
I think
He's got to ask.
you got to the crux of it though. This guy has a serious problem. Like, I think you tell him, "Hey, look, man, we're no longer friends. I'm sorry, you crossed the line." I mean, I just think you can't be friends with a person after
No.
that. You say, "Dude, I'm sorry, we're no longer friends," and like, I want to kick your ass, but at the end of the day, I just feel bad for you. Like, you need to go. You let him have it with both barrels. You go, I feel really bad for you. You'd betray me like that. That means you're willing to do dirty to anyone in your life just to get like your fix, whatever that is. You need to go get help.
I wonder, does she know about it? Oh,
Yeah.
I think you got to tell her, though. You got to, if you have the
Yeah,
information,
You're right.
honesty is the best policy. Let her know. And it's not his fault. The fucking guy sneaked on his phone, dude.
But
if someone withheld
I
that
don't
from you,
know,
if you
man.
found out that someone was withholding that from you, if I knew there was nudes of you out there and didn't tell you,
Yeah, that's true,
Come
that's
on,
true.
you got. There's no question, and he has nothing at fault. Even if they had a passcode argument, he's got to just take that. You got to face the music, and you got to go. Look, you're right. I never thought this would happen, but like my friend's a sick fuck. I didn't think he was this sort of sick fuck. I hate that this happened to you, but it did. She needs the information.
I know she's just gonna be so.
Oh, it's gonna suck.
She's
but you
gonna
just
feel
have
so
to.
violated.
Of
Yeah.
course, she's gonna feel violated. It's a total violation on her.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
guy's a
3
scumbag.
seconds.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's really the boyfriend's fault at large. Like it's not. It's
no,
It's
I mean,
his
you
phone
got that
snooped on.
maniac of a friend. How would you ever fucking know? Yeah. He's the weird part is the guy has been. He said he's been a good friend, all up until this point.
Yeah.
Which is so that means for sure he has like a specific issue, like this is like some kind of thing for him that he has to do. So yeah, you just got really unlucky. Yeah.
He could just be like a sociopath, charming guy, and you're like, this is a great guy, and then you're starting to learn that there's a dark underbelly to this guy.
Some talented Mr. Ripley shit.
But he
going
slow
on.
played it
Yeah.
for 10 years.
Oh, they've been friends for 10 years?
I think that's what he said.
Hey, some guys, that's how some sociopaths do their thing.
Yeah.
All right. Newly married secrets came out. Savantha Stoke, I'm writing you in dire need of help. I'm a 30-year-old stoker that recently got married during the vid pandemic. The vid pandemic?
COVID.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, thanks for giving it a nickname.
Vid P, dude.
My wife and I had friends over who were engaged to a dank couples game night and some charcuterie. Now for the issue. We ended up playing a game called Do You Know Me, where other players take turns guessing true or false questions or playing cards against one of the other players. Sounds fine, right? Wrong. No, it doesn't sound I would never play that game. The cards played started unveiling secrets about each other. Some examples are sex on the beach, number of sexual partners, getting laid on homecoming, hooking up with coworkers, etc. The worst part is our friends were either lying or perfect saints. I understand everyone has their past, some worse than others, but she told me she had a hard time sleeping after that, and not going to lie, it kind of hit me different as well. What do we do from here? Do you think we need to get a divorce? Please help me keep my name as anonymous, as my wife listens to increase her stoke from time to time. Any help is appreciated. Also, what up, Strider, Joe's Hog, and any guest? Thank you.
Wait, so what he learned?
They said he didn't really get into specifics, but he said that some examples are sex on the beach, number of sexual partners, getting laid on homecoming, hooking up with coworkers. But
Yeah.
we don't know. And I guess all the secrets were on him and his wife's part because the other party was like, no, we've never done anything like that.
The game's Do You Know Me?
Yeah.
Sounds like, hey, let me tell you who I used to fuck. You know, that's
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
that should
all
be
the
name
things
of the
were
game.
related to that.
Hey,
it's a crazy game to play.
Hey, we
Yeah,
haven't
you
had-
I would never play that
That's
game.
not
you
a
wanna,
game.
You want to hear about all my past sex partners? Let's get fucked up.
What do you guys do from here? You just don't play that game again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
ride a scooter.
Rename that game Homewrecker.
Yeah.
Rename that game therapy, dude. Go freaking just go have an honest conversation, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, there was a show called like The Honest Truth where couples would go on there and one would be hooked up to a lie detector and they'd be like, do you trust your husband in the same room as your best friend Becky? Camera cuts to Becky and the husband sitting together in the audience and the wife's like, no. And they're like, you told the truth, $10,000.
Oh my
And then the
God.
questions get
Yeah, I remember this.
the questions get
Yeah.
progressively more like insane or like just heartbreaking really. And then by the end of it, I remember the husband, he's like, hey babe, you've already said all our secrets up to this point. Just give them the last couple secrets so that they could get like the $1 million. I mean, he didn't say it that long, but he was like, babe, it just doesn't matter at this point. Just keep going. Like, just get the money.
Yeah.
The whole marriage is already fucking in flames.
Jeez.
I know. But wait, that's not a game. That's what I mean. Like, these aren't games.
Yeah.
Like, these aren't games. This is like just like weird psychological like sadomasochism and we're putting a board game with it. It's, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is like Closer, the board game. Just-
Terrible move.
Jude Law and Clive Owen just tearing into each other.
Yeah, don't play that. If you're going to play that game, play it against a couple that you know is fucking wild. So you seem
Yeah,
like
you
tame,
gotta-
by
Yeah.
comparison. They played with the couple that doesn't believe in evolution.
Yeah, you got to do that at like
apparently.
a swingers party.
If both members of the other couple are wearing khaki pants, dude, you don't play with them, dude.
Yeah.
All right, one more. My new girl's ex. What up, Chad, JT, Strider, Joe, or any other boy boss y'all have on the pod? Lately, I've been talking to this girl in college, and we seem to have a lot in common, being from the same state. Our stoner we are stoners and want to move to the mountains someday to shred some nice pow. However, every time we go out to the bars or clubs, one or more of her exes will either come up and try to start shit with me or try to get her riled up. We go to school in a small town, so it is hard to avoid people forever as long as we are here. Any advice on how to handle these past dudes and move on with this dank babe? Peace and love. Well, I think they're starting shit because they're jealous, right? They're upset that you guys are pretty happy together. So I'd always just remember that baseline thing that whatever they're trying to provoke out of you is because they're mad that they're not with her. So you're in the position, you're in the enviable position, even though I don't envy what you're going through. I would say, I don't know, man, you're probably too young to just start doing therapy, but that's always a good thing. Just learn you can't control what you can't control. And then, I don't know, I take jiu-jitsu classes too. So you just feel safer when it's all happening.
Small town stuff's tough. I mean, you're gonna see people wherever you go. So
Yeah.
there's probably 2 bars in town, and everyone goes to them. So move, go somewhere else.
Yeah, what could the commute to back in for college? How bad could it be if they're in a small town now?
Yeah,
Right, they're still in college.
I don't know what, yeah.
I like taking martial arts. It's not just something to boost your confidence a little bit. But yeah, I think they're jealous. You got a nice babe. Be stoked on that, and kill them with kindness.
Yeah, that can work if you're just
Yeah.
like so nice to them.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh, dude, good to see you again, man.
Yeah. They're like, what's up, bitch? And you're like, we should be boys.
Yeah, why aren't we friends?
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're mad at me. Is it because you're still in love with Claire? Is that why you're a dick?
Yeah. Yeah, it is actually.
Okay, well, we're dating now, so maybe you should move on and find someone you care about.
Whatever, shit dick.
Fair enough. That's probably as close to.
You diffused me.
That's as
Yeah,
good as
yeah.
it can go. That's like
Yeah.
that's it going perfect. So it's not the best sitch to be in. All right, one more. Girlfriend is a hothead on the road. Hey boys, so my GF and I went on an 1.5 hour road trip for a dank weekend getaway. We were using her car, so obviously she was driving. It turns out she channels her inner Vin Diesel, that's hot, when behind the wheel because she rides the left lane all the way, changes lanes without a blinker, passes cars like a maniac, tailgates and lays on the horn like we're on the runway racing to the last chopper out of Nam. On the last trip, some dude failed to yield, and she was flipping the bird, yelling the whole 9 yards. The whole thing was so strange to me because in every other respect, she's a super sweet girl, but I guess something switches in her head when she's driving. We stopped for some Starbucks on the way, and she almost got in an accident in the parking lot because she wasn't looking. During the drive, I said, babe, relax. You don't need to be going that fast. Just calm down. And she yells, stop, I know how to drive. Needless to say, it scared the shit out of me. How do I deal with this? I feel like this is something I definitely should talk to her about because, frankly, I do not want to be in the car when she's driving and worry about her safety. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Loyal Stoker, Zach.
Yeah, I think I'd just be honest. I'd be like, look, I feel super unsafe when you're driving. It's a little absurd, and you scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
these reckless drivers.
Yeah. And it's like, I think maybe scare her straight a little bit. Be like, you don't want this reckless driving to lead to some, you doing something horrible by accident. Tone it down. It's just like, listen to some Zen Buddhism while you drive or something. Like, chill out.
Yeah, chill.
And her comeback of, oh, I know how to drive. I mean, you could just tell her, like, look, you want to drive like that when you're in the car and you put other people at risk, cool.
Yeah.
Really, it's not cool.
Yeah.
But if I'm in the car with you, no go, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's not chill. 100%.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and it's definitely a personality thing with their girlfriend. It's like a control thing. People have road rage, oftentimes have like control issues and stuff because they're not dominating every aspect of being on the road because it's a shared thing. So there's something to look out for there down the road, pun intended. And but yeah, dude, you have the ultimate card to play. It's my life, and you're responsible for it. When I'm in your car, please drive cautiously.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks to have that talk.
Dude, I got a sneaky solution, and I did this to help myself stop driving. So maybe she has to be conscious of why it's happening for it to be effective. But you take a picture of a baby and you just put it up in her car, and you could just be like, hey, this is my niece. I just want to put a picture of her up in the car because I took a picture of my friend Suzanne's kid, and when he was a baby, and I put it up in my car. So anytime I started driving fast, I'd look at the baby and I'd be like, I don't want to kill a baby. and it got me to just drive a little bit slower.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
smart.
that's-
Maybe I'll put my niece
That-
up there.
Doing valet.
It's a good reminder.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually do that. I've seen a lot of family photos in people's dashes and right by their speedometer.
Lets you know
Doing
what's at
valet.
stake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people
that's
do that.
good. Yeah.
Dude, my ex, because I drive like a fucking idiot. Joe knows every time we drive.
Yeah, I don't like you driving.
I mean, it's probably why I lost my license in high school. But I'd be driving
It's
with
not surprising.
my ex, and she would just go, I'd stop too close to the car in front of me, just, "Arr!" and she's like, I don't like this. She just put her hands out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like this.
It's not. Yeah, I don't. Didn't she say like I don't feel safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not safe really with you driving. So, yeah, you need. I have a lot of friends that are like that. That people just need to really take a step back, get it together, and focus on the road. Stop at the stop sign.
I do that California stop a lot.
And yeah, I mean, be safe. Get a holder for your phone. Slow down.
Are you just talking directly to me?
No, I just I have a few people pictured in my head, and it's frustrating.
And you're a very safe driver.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple close calls, so yeah.
In our garage, your former garage,
Mm-hmm.
Joe never backed out of it backwards all the way.
Whoa.
He always flipped it around and came out front side.
Yeah, I'm not. Why would I back? It has the
It's a little
incline.
sketchy.
You can't. He always does that. Why would you back up on an incline? It's dumb.
I would say I never had an issue with that, but the one problem that almost did arise is that sometimes a pedestrian would be crossing, and I didn't have as much visibility on them.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's also there's a huge bush there. I know you have the backup camera, but still, I don't know.
That backup camera's huge.
I got in an accident in that garage. It's the only accident I've ever been in. I whacked the pillar super hard.
I was
wow.
down there with you. I
Yeah.
had to move my car so you could get out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know what, you had just had a wild hair up your ass that day.
Hubris, dude. I thought I was trying to look cool in front of you, I can whip this puppy
And you're so
around.
good at parking too. You're so good in tight spaces with the car. But he just backs up, doesn't brake at all, and just runs his car into a pillar.
JT looks at me. He's on the phone. He's like, "What?" And I was
Yeah,
like,
that's-
"Oh." I got out and looked and just kept driving. I was like,
When I was in high school, I was showing off in the parking lot, and I was like, I kept driving around the parking lot in circles, playing different goofy music, and be like, "Whoo!" And then I'd back up and do it again, "Oh, I'm not done yet." And then one time I pulled forward, and then I went to back up, and I was like dancing like a Britney Spears song. And I'm doing it for the whole school. I'm like, "Hey, hey, hey," and then just crashed into this lady's van who was picking up her daughter. I got out of the car and I tried to give the thumbs up to my friends, it's all cool. I was I remember I looked at Joe Capoletti and I went thumbs up, and he went, "No, thumbs down."
Yeah, thumbs down. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
The lady was fine. I was like, "I'm so sorry. I am so sorry." Yeah. All right. Should we get into the next part, guys?
Yeah.
"Let's do it."
Chat.
Before we do, may I deliver my gifts?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Aaron got
yeah.
gifts.
Yes.
Thank you, Aaron.
Beast.
All right, I'll pass these out, but let me explain before.
Thank you.
Dude,
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited
Dude,
for
thank
this.
you, Aaron.
where's Joe's?
Yeah. Thanks. Let's go on my phone or something.
Sorry, I didn't. Okay, well,
a story I
JT
gotta
already opened it,
recode.
but
Oh, my bad. My bad.
yeah. So I was standing at a particular place, waiting for an order, and it said on the wall, "You got gear?" Got milk, and I was like, "You know what? I don't have any Five Guys gear."
Oh, what the shit, dude?
Let's see.
Oh my god, dude! I'll use this as a napkin,
I'm
dude.
literally wearing my In-N-Out T-shirt as we speak.
Workout.
I'm wearing an In-N-Out.
Hey, those
T-shirt.
are pretty
Beautifully.
cool shirts.
These
I
are
mean,
sick.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you
It'd be
so
cool
much.
if you had one, Joe.
I can get Joe one.
So Aaron
They were
didn't know
not expensive.
Aaron didn't know Joe was going to be here today. So
No, I ordered them before you got back to town, so
Right.
I apologize.
No, it's
but I would have
okay.
gotten you one.
And literally,
I have enough.
Dude.
there's
Hell
5
yeah.
guys in here right now. We are the
Oh,
5 guys.
dude, the Five Guys.
Fuck, dude.
Cinco, dude.
Dude.
Aaron, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you,
man.
Aaron.
Appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, they got that vintage fade.
This is nice, yeah.
And,
I love a nice tea, dude. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Chat.
I might go to Five Guys.
It's really good. 5 Guys is great.
Yeah.
It's not as good as that. That's good. Chad, who's your beef of the week?
Dude, actually, I forgot to write down a beef of the week. So what is my beef of the week? My beef of the week is
Tell them about the diet. Because you're eating beef.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes me nervous.
I think you should talk about it. I think this is compelling. I like that you're nervous about it. It means that it's like meaningful to you in a way. But
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should judge you for it.
Yeah, how do I word it? It makes me nervous.
Just tell the truth. Just tell people what to do. When people, the fact that we're having this conversation in the build-up, when you actually say what is the thing,
Mhm.
I think people are going to be like, they're going to, there's no one will judge you for it because you're being so thoughtful about it, and it means so much to you to even talk about it. They'll just appreciate your vulnerability is what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got to do it, dude. We're all the way here.
Aaron, what do you think? Do you think I'll be judged in
No, I mean,
LA for it?
no, you're an adventurer, man. We already learned that with the sleeping with your mouth taped.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
already offended enough people.
No, it doesn't offend anyone is the point.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what he's going to say?
Okay. Well, okay. So I've been trying this diet for the month. All beef, carnivore diet, animal based. I eat honey.
I like switching it to animal based. I think that's
Yeah.
a smart move because carnivore sounds so aggro.
Yeah, and I wanted to try it for a month, and I was hesitant to say it publicly because, you know, for some reason there's there can be such like a negative connotation, you know, and it's like, and I just didn't want to fucking, you know, because people are crazy about that, and it's like I just didn't want to deal with like the you know.
The other judgments that people might make based off the fact that you do that diet.
Exactly, yeah, because it's not like I wanted to do it. I just wanted to try it, and my brother tried it, and we're like doing it together, and it's like, but I don't want to be one of those guys who's like always preaching about diet. You know, is like, this is what you got to do. This is why I do. This is the only diet.
You're
you can
not
do.
like that.
Yeah, and I think so I just didn't want to like. I was just like. Hesitant to talk about it publicly because I don't know, it just feels like on the internet it just people will come at you for something like your diet, which is so insane. It's like I enjoy eating steak, you know, all the time,
Steak.
and I don't really know why that should become a political thing.
Has that happened to people?
I think it has happened to people. People make it think like political, and you're like,
They'll think they know what you voted for based off your
I
diet.
had steak this afternoon.
yeah, exactly. And maybe I'm just way overblowing it, and I'm just like sensitive to the times, but they are scary times, you know, because there's just all the, you know, the internet's fucking insane.
But I appreciate you being open about it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying animal based for the month, and I feel good, and I like it, and so that's what's going on, and it's got nothing to do with politics. So
Any veggies or no veggies?
no veggies.
Ooh, I don't
Yeah.
know if that's healthy.
Well, why don't you do your research, Chief?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to stick with some veggies.
All I'm
but-
thinking
little
is
bit of-
Chad loves
maybe
the
some
military-industrial complex because of that.
What about a little bit of broccoli?
Nah.
That's always my thing. That's always my thing. I fully support you doing it, but I'm always like, with broccoli, I'm like, I know broccoli's healthy. There's just something about looking at broccoli where I'm like,
Well,
I know this thing's healthy.
here's the argument. So the argument is that plants don't want to be eaten, and the reason so animals don't want to be eaten. Obviously, they can run away. That's their defense system. You know, they have different, or they can like bite you, whatever. Plants, they can't run away. They're in the ground, so they develop certain toxins to discourage you from eating them. And so, you know, a lot of plants like spinach, for example, they have like oxalates, which are build up kidney stones and stuff. And so they argue that some plants are more, you know, some plants are like avocados, like fine, but, and this is mostly for people who are like super, you know, sensitive to foods. Like I can eat, you know, plants and feel fine. But this is kind of, if you really want it, this is like a full elimination diet where you you just cut out all of that stuff. But the argument is that, and this varies from person to person, but plants have certain toxins in them that your body disagrees with, and that aren't as you're not able to fully get the nutrients from plants. It is, what's the term? It's like bioavailable or something. It's like the argument that is that from like meat, and in this diet you like incorporate like organ meat because it has all the vitamins and stuff.
Whoa.
From like the plants that they eat. That's the idea.
I don't know. It's just like humans are developed to absorb the vitamins and the nutrients from meat much more efficiently than plants.
Nice.
But it's all up for debate. But I'm just trying it for the month, and I like it.
Yeah, you're
Respect.
fucking around a little bit. Dude.
Appreciate you coming out, telling people where you're at.
Yeah,
I think that's powerful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Joe, what's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with the city of Hermosa Beach, California. I feel like I'm not wanted there. I recently been looking at new places to live, and I like that area. It's chill. I like the vibe, and they don't want me, so I don't want them.
What happened?
I don't know. No one's responding to my applications, and one guy told me on the phone we'd prefer someone that goes to work every day. So you know what? I don't need that people taking personal shots at me on the phone like that. So,
Dude, I had a similar experience. I was looking at a place in Manhattan Beach, and I called the landlord, and he's very like dismissive of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I have a pretty unconventional job. I boost stoke.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell him I boost stoke. I was like, I have an unconventional job. And he's like, okay. And just the tone.
Yeah. I got
And
a
I was
bad
like,
vibe.
Dude, go fuck yourself. And he called me back, and I was like, I'm not even. So I know what
Maybe
you're
that's the
talking about.
canary in the
bad
coal
mood.
mine. Maybe it's not that chill of a place to live. Maybe there's like an underbelly of like pretension and kind of uppityness in that area in the South Bay.
Yeah, maybe, but still want to live there.
You do.
You like it down there, South Bay, Hermosa? It's a far commute.
I
to
thought
get to,
about
like,
it.
the
I was thinking
stand-ups.
It's
about
not
it,
that
yeah.
far. I drove to Redondo today. That's pretty far.
Redondo's, yeah.
Went to
Hermosa's
I was
closer
doing
than
I
Redondo?
was doing another
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh yeah, how was Craig's podcast?
It's fine. He lives far. He's almost at the peninsula, like Palos Verdes.
Hermosa.
Damn.
Hermosa's like 10 minutes up from that.
Yeah.
They're both really far.
It's like 15 miles. It's no big deal.
Huh? What
But-
are you doing? What?
But I don't have any leverage to move down there right now, so.
Joe, I think
Because apparently I don't go to work every day, as if I'm the one who causing the global economic
Exactly. And
collapse.
no one's going to work. Yeah, barely anyone's able to go to work every day right now.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm sorry, dog. You'll get down there.
Sounds like this guy's a buster, though, dude. You don't want this
Yeah.
guy's a landlord.
Yeah, yeah.
Strider, what's your beef of the week?
Dude, my beef of the week's with this. I don't know. I forget his name because it was on Instagram, Chad. It's sort of a similar vein. And JT, you would know this more than anyone. But I'm just cruising on my Instagram, and then I see, not even in my DMs, just right out there, dude. And the guy put a typo. Stop ducking, smacking your lips on the pod. I hate that shit. I'm from the East Coast. Which made me laugh. And he goes, I'm from the East Coast. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. First of all, maybe I do smack my lips a lot. You edit the pod, so you know more than anyone. So I've been trying to like chill. But I was like, what, dude? First of all, just DM me if you've got a big issue. Just come. You can DM. I read in my DMs. I respond pretty freaking well. My engagement's through the roof, baby. Unless he's talking about this.
That's what
When
I thought. He
when I
sent-
do that,
he
so
sent that
so
to
I
me.
guess what, buddy?
Yeah, you're not
That's what's up.
eating. Yeah, I don't hear any smacking.
Yeah, dude. Of course I'm gonna frickin' swivel the lip on the underbite, dude. Pronounce my V and F, dude. Here's a VF for you. Fuck you, dude.
nice.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
But I don't know, dude. That kind of just chapped my butt for the day.
Of course,
Yeah.
man.
You know.
Yeah, negative feedback like that is always. I mean, we're human beings.
But maybe it's
hurts.
true. Am I smacking my lips too much? Have you guys
No.
noticed it?
I don't know.
I don't
No.
think I've noticed. No.
And if you do, I love it because it's ASMR for me.
Ooh. Thank you. Yeah,
And-
someone.
and you know what helps? It's just to picture
Maybe
him.
listen to him though.
Yeah.
It's just to
Really? Am I doing it a lot? I know I have been backing off the mic a little bit.
picturing the guy writing that on his phone, like sitting there, just like that usually helps because you're like, what a loser.
Taking his time, probably while he's driving because he made a typo.
Oh, he made that.
Dangerous, putting someone else in danger too.
Yeah.
It's a villain.
Yeah.
My beef of the week is with Tom Rutledge. So I recently moved, and I got Spectrum streaming for my cable package. And I have been through so many fucking phone calls with customer service trying to get this thing operational. And there's been so many freaking issues, dude. Like, I had to go get a cable card so I could get all the channels I want. I know this is a first world problem. I'm sorry. This is just a problem I got. I had to go to the Spectrum store with Joe, and I'm like, hey, do I need the cable card? They're like, you don't need the cable card. You're fine. You're streaming. You're good. I go home, and I start calling them. I'm like, I don't have the channels. They're like, well, it says that your work order is incomplete. And then they're like, you do need the cable card. So I go back to Spectrum. I'm like, okay, give me the cable card. The cable card doesn't go into anything. I have this like metallic floppy disk that I just have to have physically. It has to say that they gave it to me, even though it has no technological purpose, just so I can have access to these other channels because it's some weird loophole in how they subscribe their stuff. And then yesterday, I go to watch the basketball game, and TNT's not working. I'm not getting the basketball game. I was going to do chest press while I watched the game. I'd had a pretty busy day. I was looking forward to it. I have called them up. I got like 5 hours in the can already. And here's what my real beef is that when you call these places and you go to get mad, you realize you're not talking to a person who has any sort of hand in the cards you've been dealt. Like they're not the ones responsible for your shitty cable. They're just a person in customer service who has to deal with it. So I come in the phone and I'm hot and I'm like, hey, I'm sick of this shit. And then the person's like, hey, I'm really sorry, sir. And then I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking asshole, man. Like I literally, they have recordings of me saying this stuff where I'm like, I'm sorry, I came in hot. Like I'm just really frustrated. Then yesterday I call in because it's still not working. They said it'd be rebooted in 24 hours. It wasn't. I called them back and I'm like, hey, and I was trying to make fun of myself. And I go, hey, the cable's not working. And I'm really, this is a really big freaking deal. That's what I said. The lady is black. It's Martin Luther King Day. I'm like, what the fuck am I? I felt like such a fucking asshole. I was like, I didn't, bring up any of that stuff, but I just went like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. It's not a big deal. We ended up having a really nice talk for 35 minutes. And then, the situation got rectified today. So it's no big deal. But so here's the thing. I can't get mad at any of those people. I don't want to get mad at any of those people. They're just doing their job. But Tom Rutledge is the CEO of Spectrum. And I will beat the shit out of you, dude. I saw you made $9.5 million in 2018. You're not worth 10 cents of that, bro. If I see you, I better not see you, Rutledge.
Such a good call, dude. They put a buffer. Imagine Rutledge.
He's a coward. He's running.
He's like a chef who messes up your eggs. Then he sends out like the
line
busboy
cook,
to go accept face the music or whoever it is. the expo or
someone
something.
else. Yeah.
And you're like, no, dude, fucking step up. I ordered poached eggs and you gave me a damn hard-boiled egg. Let's talk about it.
I want Rutledge on the horn. I want to talk to Rutledge. That name too. It's like a perfect name to like for someone to just like,
It's a good name for a CEO.
yeah, who are you gonna beat up? Rutledge. Everyone's like, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
And what's with their package deals too?
They're ridiculous.
You want this package? I want internet and cable, you fucking dickwad.
and none of it
dude.
works.
Yeah.
It all breaks like 35 different ways. The internet's not connecting to this and nothing. You gotta reboot the modem. Do you know what a router is? I don't know what any of this is.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of it is.
And they're wasting paper in the mail. Oh, congratulations, you qualify for this. Oh, I qualified to give you more of my money for something I don't want.
Yeah. They tried to loop me into a deal. They're like, we have a great deal for you. I'm like, what's the deal? They're like, you get $10 off a mainline phone. I'm like, who the fuck uses that?
Yeah, the fucking land.
Yeah, when they were trying to sell me on the mainline phone too,
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, yeah, so it's $10 a month for the mainline phone. I'm like, why would I need that? He's like, I don't know. And like he got snippety with me. He's like, I don't know. In case there's an emergency, I'm like, don't I have a cell phone, bro?
Yeah.
Don't I have? He's like, I guess you do.
And
I was
doesn't
like,
mainline go
Yeah.
down first in the movies?
Yeah.
But you know what? Again, I'm not mad at the salesman because the salesman is just doing the mandate that's been handed down to him from Rutledge.
Yeah,
it's
Rutledge.
you, Rutledge. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, all right? Most Roman rulers died out in the battlefield. They weren't sitting in their ivory castles giving orders to other men to die, all right? Put some skin in the game, you fucking bitch.
Nice.
Sorry.
I love it. No,
Sorry.
don't apologize. I love where you're coming from.
I'm so pissed at Rutledge. Dude. I just fucking ruined my Monday night. I was going to watch Steph Curry versus the Lakers, and then all the guys are texting on the thread. They're like, dude, Steph hit the game winner over AD. I'm like, dude.
Oh, they won?
Yeah.
Warriors won?
There's something
Huge
specific
upset.
too about when you want to watch sports and you can't watch sports. It's like
Why?
there's like it's extra painful. Yeah.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Why are you getting a cable box?
Because you can just stream it now.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the app.
You don't need it. I don't have a cable box. I have
Oh,
an
really?
Apple TV. I have all the apps.
Oh, really?
And my brother does YouTube TV. He gets all the channels through YouTube.
Yeah, people do Hulu Live also. You can do. You get all the cable
Yeah.
that way.
And you can organize your channels in the order you want. So my bro's got it where like his lady has like the first half of channels and he's like got the second half of channels.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pay for cable?
No, you do. You pay for the channel still, but you just don't need the hardware. But
That's cool.
I think there are some deals out there. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cut the cord, baby.
Yeah.
Chad, who's your babe of the week?
My favorite of the week is my ice bath.
Ooh.
I did. I love it. I got it ready to go on Thursday, and it's running nice at a nice 33 degrees. I've done it every day since it's been going. I did 3 minutes and 40 seconds today in the ice, and I love it. It's awesome. That's all I got.
Nice.
Nice.
How long
Yeah.
does it take to get down to temperature?
This, you know what? I threw some ice in there. I threw like 3 packs of ice in there to jumpstart the water. So overnight it was at like 40, and so the water started. I think the water's probably around like 55 degrees, 54, out of the hose. And then put the ice in there, jumped it down to like 45, I think, total, and it was quick.
I got to come over and try that thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
There's still some little thing. There's like a little leak that got fixed, and then, yeah, but it's coming along.
You hit it like 3 times on one day, didn't you?
I hit it twice.
Because Miller came over and you guys did it together?
Yeah, but it's really tough in the morning. I did this afternoon. I did like I was like warm already, so I could stay in there for a while. But if you do it first thing in the morning, that's tough because your
Yeah.
body's just your body's like, what, dude?
Yeah, bro.
And you're just like in your garage alone, and you're just
Yeah,
like,
it's-
what the fuck am I doing? But I love it.
Joe, who's your babe of the week?
It's my dad's new dog Gabby.
Dude, that's
Oh,
She's
nice.
got a puppy. Yeah, her name was Gabrielle, but he called her Gabby because, she's not like like a toddler in a beauty pageant. So I don't know. This Gabrielle sounds like that. But yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's really cute. And she gives him something to do because he's alone in the house. So, and then he's complaining now that she's too wild. I'm like, well, at least you got some action on your hands here. You're not just sitting around watching TV, Dad. She'll be fine. She's a puppy, just train her. She's great. So glad he has her.
What type of dog?
Australian cattle mix.
Love those dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really cool.
I have a cattle dog.
Nice.
Smart.
Yeah, he said she's very affectionate and yeah, so far so good. She's just a little wild. Yeah.
I had an Australian cattle dog named Ringer. I got him off a ranch hand who was going to shoot him because he couldn't afford to take care of him anymore. And then brought him back to my place in California, had my tonsils pulled out, and he was a little crazy shit. He'd like jump out like windows, like even if they were like 2nd story high. He just had a wild heart.
Whoa.
And then he ran off, and I couldn't call after him because my tonsils were gone. Because he was used to living on the ranch. So those
Oh.
dogs, are kind of roamers. And yeah, he thought he had more acreage than he did, and I lost him forever.
Sorry.
Oh, really?
I didn't mean to laugh.
No, it's funny as fuck. That's what I told
You
him.
guys never found the dog?
My parents, trying to be like happy, optimistic about it, were like, JT, he was such a cute dog. Somebody else saw him, picked him up, and he's living a good life. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Wait, did you actually see him get out of window and bolt?
I saw him run down the street, and I called after. I went,
Oh, you really saw him running down the street?
No tags?
He's just.
On Ortega Highway, dude.
Shit.
Most fatalities in the state driving, California, Ortega Highway.
Really?
Dude, my dad tried to
bro.
teach me how to drive on that thing, dude. Not on Ortega, heading towards the freeway. Sorry, guys, this is super inside baseball to anyone not from South OC. But Ortega heading towards Temecula.
Yeah, the worst. That's it.
Which is single lane road
Yep.
around
Oh, yeah,
mountains.
yeah. Oh, okay.
And it's just like, I don't know what my dad was doing throwing me into the deep end. He was like, hey, you're a white belt. Let's try and do some black belt shit. And just like put me in a freaking F-150 four-door and just was like, yeah, just handle this, bro.
Yeah.
After 2 miles, he's like, pull the fucking car over.
Yeah, dude.
He broke me. He's like, you suck at driving. I was like, well, this fucking road's insane, dude.
Yeah, no one drives that.
Who's your baby of the week?
Dude, my baby week's gotta be my GF, dude. Dude, she's been drilling it freaking other day I went golfing with the dudes, dude. I freaking come back, dude. She's just freaking chilling. Had a dank day, dude. She got all this work done. Dude, it was just nice, dude. We both had just our both 2 dank separate days together, and just fired up on that compatibility that we have, you know. And I think in a relationship, it's nice to have that, you know, truth to oneself, and that she has it, and that I can go golfing with the boys, which is just like a basic self. And you know, she's probably playing piano and doing something dank I don't even understand, and chilling with the dog, dude. And so we're just fired up on that, dude. Just a nice little day, dude. So just gotta be my GF, dude.
Dude, you set such a nice model for all of us, dude. Love it.
Thank you, dude. You know, look, I can only take half credit, dude. And honestly, probably less than that. It's all her, dude.
Oh man, that's nice. Dude, my baby of the week is a good stretch in the morning with a noise. You know, you come out of bed, maybe sit on the couch for a second, then you just go, oh, and everything just loosens up, and you just feel like a kitty cat. But my favorite part's the noise that comes out. Wait, didn't your GF say that when I used to have to wake up, when I was working locations, and I'd have to wake up like, you know, those TV shoots, they start at like, I only did it for a couple months, but they start at like 4:30 in the morning, and she'd hear me in the morning, just wake up and go, oh, yes, just moan my
I used
head
to
off.
hear you do
Yes.
that.
That's how I kind of wake up. I let out a nice moan, and I just get whoa. But it's so fun. It just feels so good afterwards. Chad, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is Ted Lasso. Have you guys watched this?
Great show.
Just the pilot.
I love it.
It's the best.
Great character. I was my legend of the week is the character Ted Lasso. It's Jason Sudeikis' new show on Apple, and I love it. He's just like such a fun, optimistic, good-hearted guy, and it's just very uplifting and fun to watch. And I really enjoyed it, and just the way he tackles life, I think, is very inspiring. And he's just like it's just nice watching a TV show about a good guy.
Dude, it was joyous. I agree,
Yeah.
man. I loved it, dude.
Yeah,
Loved it.
Yeah, and I was like, you don't really get that often.
What's the name of the
like,
show?
Ted Lasso.
Oh, okay.
He's a soccer coach, and you're just like, I love this guy. It's just like, it's great, and it's also nice to see Sudeikis getting a W after the Olivia Wilde Harry Styles fiasco. I was happy for him.
I think I'm going to make him my legend of the week and amplify on that.
Yeah.
Because you're right.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, maybe should I just do it now then?
Yeah.
My legend of the week, and I'm going to jump to it, is Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys heard, but Chad mentioned it. Olivia Wilde was directing her next film, you know, after the overrated Booksmart. Sorry, I don't mean to give her so much sass. And then she casted Shia LaBeouf. He dropped out. Harry Styles replaces him. And now Harry Styles has, you know, they said they started dating after her and Sudeikis broke up. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I think Harry Styles pulled the swoop. Mm-hmm. And I used to kind of I kind of didn't like that Sudeikis was with Olivia Wilde.
Right.
I was like, he doesn't deserve her.
I felt
He's
the
like
same
punching
way.
above his weight. I was like, he's not that great. And now I'm like, dude, that should have been a win for all of us that Sudeikis was with Olivia Wilde. And now that he's not with her, it revealed that to me. And I was like, I'm bummed out. I like thinking that Sudeikis could be with her.
Yeah.
And he seems really heartbroken about it. And and I guess my beef now, I want to add a beef, is with Harry Styles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I know people say you can't blame the person who's on the other, like the non-partner affair person. I don't know what you call them. But I do. I blame you a little bit, Styles. And it's just crazy to me, like, if I'm Sudeikis, I'm like, dude, if Shia just would have been in the movie, maybe I'm still married.
Yeah.
Just because Harry Styles came in the 11th hour changes my whole life forever. I don't know. It's tough not to ruminate on that.
Yeah. Totally.
Joe, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is all these older quarterbacks like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
Great legends, dude.
I'm not really fans of these guys, but I have to respect them. They're all older than me. They've inspired me to still be athletic. Like, I started sprinting in the park now because I'm like, you know, if these guys are still doing it, Aaron Rodgers is like a year older than me, and I'm like, you know, we're almost like, not that I'm anywhere near professional athlete level, but I'm just saying,
Not far.
Thanks, but I can still be physically fit, and you know, it's inspiring to see that these guys in their late 30s and early 40s are still doing it.
Who
You know, yeah, that's it.
you got in the Super Bowl? Who you got winning it?
I don't know. I mean, I would really like to see the Bills do it.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. I kind of feel like, and I don't even want to say it, maybe I'll jinx them. No, I don't want to do that.
Are we calling it then? We think it's going to be Packers-Bills in the Super Bowl, and we think the Bills are going to win? I think the Packers are going to win.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, but I don't want to.
I don't know. The Packers not at Lambeau. I still think their defense, they did shore up a few ends, but I still don't think their defense is that great. They're still a finesse team, dude.
And
They're a
Mahomes is
finesse
going to
team.
play.
And if Mahomes plays, I mean, dude, they could very well beat the Bills.
But I feel like they're just going to pin their ears back on defense and just look to hit him fast and often.
Bills, I think, have the best defense left. Bucks defense, I think, is okay, but like,
Dude,
of all the defenses left, I think the Bills.
they're
are
the worst team, the Bucks. I really don't want them to make
No.
Yeah, the Bears beat them.
it. Yeah, I'm not.
Thanks.
They got a lot of weapons, but I don't know. Numbers don't look good on Brady. But he's obviously Tom Brady.
Yep, because that's the thing.
Good legends, though. Respect to all those old fucks.
Yeah. Gotta hand it to them.
Who's your legend, Strides?
My legend of the week's got to be my hybrid engine, dude. I'm just loving this thing, dude. It's practical, dude. I'm getting around. It's a sipper of fuel, dude. I've had this vehicle for a month now. I filled up the tank once, dude. It's silent. I'm loving it, dude. You know, I'm just loving this
Yeah.
thing, dude. Ford Escape Hybrid, just really, there's a free endorsement for you. Ford, you're welcome. But dude, I'm just loving it, man. I'm loving a practical ride.
Nice.
It's basically a raised Prius is what I have.
I love the black rims on it, too.
Thank you. I took that. Chad inspired me on that.
Oh, nice.
It's a no-brainer, dude. My car's like a blend between your two cars.
That
It
is
looks like a
kinda true.
Porsche.
It does.
It does kind of, right?
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's
Nice
not.
car, yeah.
It's like, oh, this guy's sleek, and it's a Ford.
Dude.
He's built Ford tough.
It does look sleek.
Dude,
I honestly thought
built
when you were
Ford
pulling
practical.
in, I thought it was one of those Porsche SUVs.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah,
Legit.
I could
Oh,
see
not as
I could see you driving that and wearing.
No noise.
I mean, I think the vest is perfect look
I
for
think
it.
that might be why I have it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get out of that thing in a vest? Are you kidding me?
because it's like I could see you in come out of it in like a tan tweed suit, not too show offy,
Yeah.
but that this guy has cojones. It's
Sophistication, too.
yeah.
Hand the
yeah.
valet a 5. Nothing too showy, but something that lets him know I appreciate the effort. Tell him the keys are already in the car and it's running.
What do you do with your mouth after you do that?
Oh, you know what I do? I look at him and I go like this. That's right, dude. To whatever your thing was on Instagram. Yeah.
Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week comes from our accountant, Michelle.
One of the greatest human beings who has ever lived.
Incredible.
Michelle, thank you so much for everything. You are the freaking greatest.
She goes, "Money is fungible, my friend."
Nice.
Whoa.
And I'm a money guy. I'm always thinking about money.
Of
So
course. Invested in Tommy Bahama.
money is fungible.
Fungible?
Fungible.
What does that mean?
I think it's like can be replaced. I actually looked up fungible after you told me that. I was like, nice word. What does that mean?
It's a great word.
I think it's replaceable
Yep.
in terms of like when you're thinking about like when you're thinking about able to replace or be replaced by another identical item. So tax write-offs essentially.
Right.
I think is what she's basically referring to.
Joe, you got a quote of the week?
Yeah, it's from Mark Twain. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. I like that.
That was good.
People have been telling me I should lie more. No, I don't like lying.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the finding a place process. People say you gotta lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. This is who I am. I don't go to work. Give me the place.
I love it.
Respect.
I'm not a liar. You know why you should give me the place? I'm not a liar. I'll tell you the truth. I will pay rent. I have good credit.
That's like in the NFL draft when a player will be honest. They're like, hey, have you ever done drugs? And the guy's like, yeah. And then people are like, oh, is he going to slide down the draft boards? I'm like, why would you? I trust the guy who admits that he did drugs. It'd be the other
Yeah.
dudes I'm worried about.
Yep.
Yeah, trust me.
You have never done anything. Come on, dude.
You're a first rounder. Lottery pick. Strider, you have a quote of the week?
Quote of the week is from MLK, dude. Put this up on the History is Dank post, dude. It's life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Be a
Yeah,
good dude, you
that's a good
know.
quote,
Give
yeah.
back,
That's
man.
what's
Be part of society, man. You know, and it gets you out of your own shit too. And I also love one of my favorite quotes of his is, "It's never too late to do the right thing. If you're fucking up, don't get down on yourself. Don't go 12 rounds. Don't knock yourself out. It's never too late to turn it around."
Yeah. If you ever find yourself in the rat race of like trying to beat everyone, get ahead, just think, how can I serve?
So true.
How can I serve? No, that'll put your stoke in the right place.
I was trying to help out with an organization that helps the
yeah.
homeless, and they're socialists, and so wasn't going to mention that I'm more centrist and probably think capitalism's the best way to go, although I'm no economic expert, but that's just what I believe, maybe because of how I've been conditioned and what my life's given me, but that's just what I think. But then I get on the horn, and the lady's like trying to figure out what's the best use of me within the organization, who I totally respect. And then she was like, but she could kind of sense some hesitation from me because I didn't want to do the more protest-oriented stuff. And she was like, okay, so what are your politics? And then we got into it. And then she just flat out told me, she's like, look, I don't think you're a bad person. I just think you're ignorant. Which cracked me up.
Whoa.
Yeah. But then our Marine buddy, Jeff Carasalis, called me later. And he was like, he called me ignorant too, but he said ignorant in a different way. He's like, Barr, you're ignorant, dude. You don't know how guns work. You don't know how tires work. And I was like, and it cracked me up too. I think they're both right. I like being called ignorant. It kind of makes me like, I'll be like, you know what? I'll convince this person I'm still pretty cool, even though they think I'm ignorant. Yeah.
And you're probably talking to two people who are like very proactive on both sides of the spectrum of.
It was nice to get
things.
hammered from both sides. Yeah.
And they're harder on both sides, and you're in the middle, so it's like, of course they're gonna come down.
But I
on
still
you.
want to hang out with both those extremists because I think there's a lot of integrity in that too. You know what I mean? Not extremists, but just people who are more extreme than me.
Yeah.
And
Not
I,
radicals.
I should help. My quote of the week is from this book I'm reading called Conversations with Friends. It's by Sally Rooney, who's like under 30 and has written 2 like monster novels, which is pretty incredible. Monster in terms of like how good they are. They're not that long. And she also wrote Normal People, which was on Hulu, which I liked the first few episodes, but then it just got too sad and thought they just should have been together because they were the only 2 decent people in the universe of the show. But and this is starting to get into that sadness territory too. And she's also very like hard on people who have like kinky, raunchy sex, and I'm one of those people, so it kind of makes me feel bad about it when I don't think it's that bad of a thing if it's fun. But this paragraph really got me. I try to start writing again, but everything I produce, so the protagonist is really obsessed with this guy she's having an affair with. I try to start writing again, but everything I produced was full of bitterness that made me ashamed. Some of it I deleted, some I hid in folders I never looked inside. I was taking things too seriously again. I fixated on perceived wrongs Nick had done to me, callous things he had said or implied, so that I could hate him and therefore justify the intensity of my feelings for him as pure hatred. But I recognized that the only thing he had done to me, that he had done to hurt me, was to withdraw his affection, which he had every right to do. In every other way, he had been courteous and thoughtful. At times, I thought this was the worst misery I had experienced in my life, but it was also a very shallow misery, which at any time could have been relieved completely by a word from him and transformed into idiotic happiness. Yeah. It's just like what it feels like when you're crushing on somebody.
Yeah.
Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Good summary. It's just what it feels like. It's true. Phrase for getting after it. Let's milk this cow.
Can you do milk?
You can do milk,
You can?
animal based,
Nice.
but you want to go for raw milk, which is illegal in most states.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
big dairy because they're like some of the bacteria can be harmful to you or can make you sick. But my brother and I got raw milk in Idaho. Felt great.
Would you guys just sneak into a farm and grab some udders?
We would have, dude. But they sell raw milk in Idaho.
It's legal there?
Yeah, they know what they're doing with their milk.
What movie is it where they're like, "Hey man, we went out and milked that cow. We don't have any cows here. We just have bulls."
Kingpin. He goes, took him a while to get going, but once he got started, man. Joe, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Get the laundry done. Let's go.
You love laundry.
That's more of a note to myself. Yeah, that's what people say because I always say I'm going to do it and I don't do it.
You don't?
So people think I do it every day. I put it off. I don't do it. I'm lying. No, I shouldn't say. I'm not lying. I want to do it, but then, you get tired and you have to walk into the garage. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, you don't lie.
Yeah, I don't. I get lazy with it. But yeah, let's get the laundry done. Fresh clothes cycle. Let's go. It'll make you feel good.
Strider, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Excellent. You know who that is? That's Steven, character name from a little movie called Braveheart. The guy who goes, "It's my island. I'm not on, but of course I'm not on my island." After he saves frickin' William Wallace from being assassinated, whips the knife out, and just continues walking, dude. Badass, dude. And then he goes, "Excellent."
I'll do his first line after he kills a guy. So Willie Wallace thinks that Willie Wallace turns to kill him because he thinks he's killing him, but he's actually killing the assassin. He's coming to get Willie Wallace. And then he goes, "I never trusted him. He wasn't right in the head."
The best.
But he's more nuts than anybody.
And then there's another one where there's like the archery arrows, the British arrows are coming down on all the Scotsmen, and like one just comes really close to
I'll be
Wallace's
William Wallace,
head.
yeah.
And he goes, gets really close to him, and he goes, "I talked to God. He says I'm all right, but he's pretty sure you're fucked."
All right. Dude.
Scary.
Aaron, do you want to end it with do you have any capstone you could put on this pod?
Just get your Five Guys merch at fiveguys.com.
Oh, dude. Fuck, dude. Aaron, dude, come on. Dude,
Hey, man, feel that shirt. I mean, that is buttery soft.
that is a nice shirt.
Nice, dude.
Thank you for this,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude, I doubt this would even get any, like a special sauce stain from In-N-Out would come out of this so easily, dude.
Yeah.
So what? I want to come up with a pun. What should we have? Five Guys and we'll get it next time.
Looks like you already
Yeah.
got one. You're already wearing it. Same shirt.
Good night, guys.
Cinco de going deep.
Oh, I like that. Five Guys in the stove. All right.
Write a review for us. That'd be sweet.
Thanks, guys.
If you need advice, these guys